This is Marcy Spoliar, Chair of the Ed and Recreation Committee meeting for April 11th, 2022. Our temporary secretary, Alice Kelly, will take the roll.
Okay, Mark McDermott.
Here.
Marcy.
Here.
Margaret Horton.
Here.
Steve Barris.
Here.
I'm here. Kelly is here. And Alex is here.
Here.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So only Peter Tallman's absent. Okay.
7 present. Great. All right. I'm going to go to review the minutes from our last committee meeting. Does anyone have want to make a motion to approve the minutes from the last committee meeting?
Sure,
Alex,
I'll make a motion.
Yeah.
That was Alex made a motion, and I didn't hear who was the second.
Mark.
The other male.
Sounded like Mark.
Mark is the second.
The
Great.
two bases, yes.
Any discussion on the minutes from the last meeting? All those in favor of approving the minutes from the last meeting, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, that passes unanimously. We'll move on to item number 3, to consider and act upon the following resolution recommended by the First Selectwoman. Resolved that a certain contract negotiated by and between the Town of Fairfield and Fairfield Public Health Nurses, Unit 34 of the AFT Nurses and Health Professionals, AFT, AFL-CIO, concerning conditions of employment for a period commencing July 1st, 2020 and ending July 30th, 2024, be and hereby is ratified. Do I have a motion?
This is Margaret.
Yeah,
I'll make a motion to pass.
Yeah.
Who is that? Margaret?
Sure. Yes.
And a second?
Steve Barrett.
Great. Any discussion? Seeing none.
Other than this contract's been expired for 2 years, almost.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious because this seems to be happening a lot where it's like they've been expired for a long time. Is it like a backlog from COVID? Like why is this the case?
I don't think it's a backlog from COVID because in the past on the RTM, we've had expired contracts by a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's got to be something else. I don't know what, but.
Yeah, I was just curious.
They would have had to start negotiating this prior to, in 2019. So it's partially due to COVID, but they had also promised us that they were going to pick up the pace on contracts and not have them be so out of date. That's why there's money in contingency, because it's all these contracts that haven't been approved yet.
That makes sense.
That's why it's 2 million, whatever, 2 million, 2.8 or whatever's in there. I think every contract is pretty much
up for renewal.
The fire's going to arbitration, so I think every contract is up right now.
Well, it's not an election year for us. What do we care?
Any other comments? All right, let's take a vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Are there anyone abstaining? That motion carries unanimously. We'll move on to item number 4, to consider and act upon the following resolution recommended by the First Selectwoman. Resolved that a certain agreement negotiated by and between the Town of Fairfield and the Professional and Technical Employees Association, Local 1303-366 of Council 4, AFS CME AFL-CIO concerning conditions of employment for the period commencing July 1st, 2020 and ending July 30th, 2023 be and hereby is ratified. Do I have a motion?
Mark will make a motion.
Mark McDermott, in a second.
I'll do it.
Was that Alice Kelly?
Yeah.
Margaret. Okay. Sorry. Any discussion?
It's basically the same situation, just 1 year shorter. They'll be negotiating the next one starting soon.
Yep. It sounds like they need this to go through though, so people can retire. Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
All right. Any other comments? All right, we'll take it to a vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Anyone abstaining? Motion carries unanimously. We'll move on to item number 5. To hear, consider, and act upon the following resolution as recommended by the Board of Finance. Resolved that as part of the Commerce Drive and Fleet Street Extension Bridge project, an appropriation in the amount of $200,000 to pay for fees associated with the right-of-way process and permanent and temporary easements related to the project, of which 100% shall be covered by a MetroCog LOTCIP grant, be and hereby is approved. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion. Alex Durrell.
Thank you, Alex. And a second?
Steve Barrett.
Mark.
Steve Barrett for a second. Any discussion?
The man of education.
Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, we'll take it to a vote. Oh, what was that? Oh.
Yes, no. That might have been the shortest that Bill Hurley ever had to present.
Yes. All right, we'll take it to a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those
Sorry, that's
opposed?
my son, like, puking in the background.
Oh, no, Margaret.
I'm really
Margaret,
sorry.
let's take care of him.
It's okay.
We've all been there, Margaret. Don't
we're
worry.
stable.
You're amongst
It's
friends.
Thank you. Another few minutes. We're good to go.
All those opposed? And anyone abstaining? Okay, that motion passes unanimously.
He's going to be famous in Ed and Rec meeting minutes and recording.
Right. Public record now. Yeah.
Do I have to put down the time of the vomit?
Yeah.
I will not second that motion. Yeah.
Oh, thank you all for having a sense of humor with me.
It gets better.
All right, we'll move on to
20
item number
years.
6 so Margaret can get off soon. Here, consider and act upon the following resolution as recommended by the Board of Finance. Resolved that an appropriation in the amount of $120,000 from the WPCA fund balance to complete the microgrid project be and hereby is approved. Do I have a motion?
Mark will make the motion.
Representative McDermott, and do I have a second?
I'll second it. Durrell, we'll speed it up.
Thank you.
You can just rubber stamp Mark and I for everything.
Any discussion?
Didn't I second it?
What did he say? What did he say was in the fund? $16 million. So,
give or take. I think it was
Give or take,
13.7. It was 0.7, something like 13.7 or 16.7, give or take. And I was, is he giving or taking 100,000 or $1 million or how much?
It's a big number.
It's healthy.
Any other discussion? All right. Seeing none, let's take it to a vote. All those in excuse me, favor say aye.
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 Aye. All those opposed? Anyone abstaining? That motion passes unanimously.
Margaret's boy didn't abstain.
We move on to item number 7, to hear, consider, and act upon the following resolution as recommended by the Board of Finance. Resolved that an appropriation in the amount of $540,000 from the WPCA fund balance to replace the compost agitator and dolly at the wastewater treatment facility be and hereby is approved. Do you have a motion to approve that?
Steve Barrett.
Jarrell.
Steve Barrett and Jarrell.
There's some McDermott if you want. I don't care.
Any discussion?
Seems kind of like a no-brainer. It feels like it kind of has to be done.
Agree.
Yeah.
All right. Since there's no further discussion, let's call it to a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Anyone abstaining? The motion carries unanimously. We move on to item number 8, to consider and act upon a sense of the body resolution regarding racism as a public health crisis. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion. This is Margaret.
And I'll second it, Marcy Spoiler. Do we have any discussion?
I mean, this is Margaret again. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Margaret.
I was just going to say, I mean, so this is definitely an area that I am pretty familiar with in terms of, I mean, just in my professional life as a social worker, in terms of sort of understanding the issues a little bit. And I do really think that, you know, kind of as everybody was saying, and as the members of the task force in particular were saying, that this is really, you know, the idea of naming something really is the gateway towards, you know, solving it. And so I to me, this feels like the smallest act we can do, and, you know, yet has like incredible importance. So I just think it's a really important thing that we do.
Thank you, Margaret. I agree with that. I also think, you know, it signals to us that we want to work with other members in our community, including our first Black woman who created the committee. And we, I know our majority leader has reached out to her, and we hope to work together once budget season is over on this a little bit more. But this is definitely a important first step. Any other comments?
It's Alice. I just want to agree with Margaret. When I was listening to the conversation, I was thinking about all those women that I have treated in my professional life who were sexually abused and were not allowed to talk about it, and the impact that has on their lives. And I think that this sort of thing is a good comparison, because when you don't talk about it and it goes underground, it just causes more problems than you could ever imagine. So I was just putting my 2 cents in to agree with Margaret.
Us social workers, we got to stick together, Alice.
Yeah.
Thank you both. Are there any other comments? or discussion? Seeing none, we'll take it to a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions?
Kelly Cinto.
Right. Alex Durrell abstains.
Alex Durrell and Kelly Cinto are abstaining.
Yes.
Great. So
Dinner.
1, 2. What was that?
I heard a dinner bell.
Oh, so that is 502. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So that motion passes. Next up, we'll move to hear a report from the redistricting committee. Nope, that's next week.
I think we're done.
Yes, I think we're done. So does someone have a motion to adjourn?
Durrell.
Unless any other discussion.
McDermott, second.
All right, I guess so. We'll adjourn the meeting at 9:04 p.m. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
See you in a couple weeks.
Bye now.
Good luck,
Good night.
everybody.
Anyway.
Bye, thank you.
5 minutes.